Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Tales of Arise. We're in a bit of a spicy situation, as you can tell by the music. We are returning to where we first woke up, or, began our story, in Moscow, where they've apparently put down a rebellion. But, we're also really low on CP, and I found that I can use this orange gel to restore some of it. Isn't that great? We're totally not low because I died and Sion resurrected me. No, that's not why at all. What are you talking about? Here we go. To Moscow. So we're here mostly for Doc, I think.
Now you'll learn! Mess with my friends, will you? You just crossed the wrong line!
Please don't make it a new sword here. That would be great. Also, I wonder if I increase my crit rate, because critting is good. I don't know if you know that. Fun fact, pretty much all builds... Ooh, good roll there. All builds in, like, Diablo 3 eventually devolve into a crit build. Just because that's the most efficient way to increase your damage. In case you were curious. I haven't played Diablo 3 in a while. Ooh. Oh, perfect dodge. Nailed it. I wonder if I should be fishing for perfect dodges to get that free counter damage. Who knows? I don't know.
Hey, hang in there.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
Hey! Damn it!
See? Told you. He's dead. D.E.D. dead. If only there was a necromancer that could bring him back. Everyone's crying. Hold on, I'll address the crying in a minute, but there's probably something up here. You know it, I know it, they know it. What? Wow, that's some BS. Alright, what's happening here? What's going on? That's why I told you not to rock the damn boat. We didn't even do anything. Why are they taking out on us? You know why. It's them Crimson Crows. Their rebellion's getting the rest of us in hot water. You're pinning the blame on them. They're trying to help make a better life for us. Looks like opinions are split, as they always are. I don't know anything, really. Please don't kill me. Don't do it. Alright, well, that's fine. I have no intention of killing you.
Too late.
Stop. Please, don't hurt the children.
Doc!
Damn it, I can't reach them in time.
This is where I'm supposed to go.
Get back, Cole.
Doc! Cole! Stop!
Do I get to do some mega stuff?
If I can help it!
Take it.
Go to hell!
Okay.
Take it.
Well, that was a very
Rising light, it's all mine.
anticlimactic. Oh, well.
I won't show you any mercy. Take this. It's over.
That wasn't particularly great, but that's okay. I don't need to be.
Swallowblade. Here I come.
I was wondering after, yesterday,
Strike.
not yesterday, the last episode,
You're mine.
was,
It's over.
the auto mode would help with this, with, like, aiming Stardust and whatnot,
You're mine.
because you've seen me miss Demon Fang a few times, and I wonder if that would help.
Here I go.
But I don't want to turn auto mode back on, or, semi-auto mode, not full auto.
Are you all right? What about the others? Are those bastards still here?
Iron Mask, take it easy. It's all right now.
Is it? There's a lot of fire.
Most were able to escape, and we've survived. Honestly, we got off lucky. It's often worse when a resistance group pops up.
Lucky? You call people getting slaughtered like this lucky?
This is how things go when you're a Danon slave. You're dead if you stand up to them. Keep your head down and do as you're told. At least then you have a chance to survive. You only have one life. That's why...
Nope.
I should wait for the right moment?
Yes.
So someone else dies instead while we live another day. Is that what you're saying, Doc?
I saw my cattail. I know this is a very serious conversation, but I saw my cattail.
You're willing to risk everything on the chance that things will get better if we wait long enough. But what's the point of waiting if others have to die so that we can live?
What do you think happens when someone tries to resist? It'd be one thing if the rebel died, and that was that. But it never ends with only one death. You've seen it for yourself. Everyone suffers for it. Knowing that, are you really going to tell me our waiting has no meaning?
But that's... I understand not wanting to throw away the same lives we're trying to protect. That would be senseless. But if you wait too long, if you get too used to waiting, then eventually you lose the will to fight. I don't want that to happen to me. I've already met the Crimson Crows. People who risk their lives to fight the Renan's rule. People who know they might not live to see us win, but fight anyway to give those who come after a better chance. If my life is at risk either way, then I'd rather spend it fighting.
So you've decided to take up the sword.
Yes, although I have a very bad one.
Yes, but not just any sword. It's a sword that only I can wield, but one that's also too powerful to use on my own. I doubt those who fought the Renans in the past ever had something like this on their side.
Oh yeah, the Molten Sword from a while back.
That's why I'm willing to bet everything I have on this sword. I know it might mean more people end up in danger, but...
You know, taking up the sword is a phrase, an idiom. It didn't actually mean a sword, and then Iron Mask took it literally.
Okay. If that's how you feel, then forget what I said. It's clear your time has come, Iron Mask.
And you have a cool sword for me, right?
Currently, you and that sword are the only things capable of driving the Renans back. It's because of you that we're still alive right now. If there's a way through this for all of us, then I'll put my trust in you to find it.
Doc, thank you.
Now, remember what you said, and don't ever abandon that conviction of yours, all right?
Right. I won't.
You've grown so much since we first met, and you've met some good people, too. Maybe you have a chance after all.
I am the protagonist. We did it. I want to be level 10. Okay, well, talking to people usually is not very insightful, but I'm here to explore. Oh, you would think something would be in there. That's the perfect place to hide something. I bet there's probably not anything here, though. Unless I can raid them. Why do the Renans have to be so cruel? Is something we did? Did we do something wrong? Do you know why, Iron Mask? I just don't get it. I do know, but I don't think explaining it is going to help at all. How do you tell a kid, oh yeah, they're trying to harvest us from magical energy? Damn it, we keep our heads down and do as we told, and this is the thanks we get. They didn't even listen to what we had to say, they just killed them without a second thoughts. Okay, well, about that exploring. Alright, well, if I go home now? E.T. go home? E.T. go home.
You're back. Hurry on in. We've been waiting for you.
Great.
You're not gonna ask what happened?
I can tell enough by the way you look right now.
I see. Zephyr, I need to ask you something.
I need a bigger sword.
Would you have invited me to join you, even if I didn't have the blazing sword?
Of course.
Why, though?
There aren't many folks out there who are crazy enough to resist the Renans like we do. So when I find someone with the knack for it, I make sure to keep them close. Plus, you remind me of another guy we lost. Maybe deep down, I'm trying to help you as a way of making amends for what I couldn't do for him. But if you don't want this, just say the word.
I'm pretty sure we're in.
I'm not going anywhere. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't even be here.
If you say so. All right, come on in.
If you say so.
Thanks.
That was a bit disarming, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hey, Iron Mask, can I have a moment of your time?
What's wrong?
Oh, what's up? Well, all you've been doing since you got here is fight, right? I'm starting to get worried about how your weapon's holding up. Thank you. Someone's concerned about it. After all, you're about to fight Balseph. You'll need to be prepared for whatever he might throw at you. Luckily, we happen to have a blacksmith here on site. You should see what he's got tempered. Great, thanks. Good crafting. Give display priority. Sure.
We've reached our destination.
Okay. Consult with the blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith? Bound and determined. I'm so confused. Not surprising. Is this the inn? Okay. I think he's in the inn. Let's find out. I know. Talk to What's-His-Face to progress the quest. Hello? Aha! Ha 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 ha! Hello. Good sir. Swords are important.
Hey.
Are you the blacksmith here? Yep. Dyron filled me in. In addition to farm tools, I also make weapons for the Crimson Crows. Knowing it's for you, I just have to help. I'll forge the best weapon I can manage with the materials I've got. Craft weapon. Aha! Ooh, Astral Crystal Grain. I don't know how to get that. Okay, so she can't do anything. Is this from the Mantis? That might be from the Mantis. Well, anyway. Craft and equip the long sword. I want this really bad. Thanks, bud. So, what do you think about this? Not bad. That's the most you'll get out of me right now. Bring me more materials and I'll whip you up something grander. This is plenty enough grand as it is. I never knew Zuko parts were so versatile. Good. Thanks, glad to hear it. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Go give the Wren a hell and set us free, okay? Okay. Wait, was that enough SP for Shion to level up? Un momento. What?
Something you're into?
Yeah. These ingenious structures and gadgets never cease to amaze me. Check out these handle grooves.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be seeing here.
Me neither. Okay. Anyway. I have 450. I think I want this. Better dodging is good. And for you... Nothing, yes, I suppose. So if I go to... Hold on. How do you do this? So I can turn this off. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. She hasn't used this once. Okay, we'll turn off Magna Ray. We'll see how she feels about that. Okay. And now let's go speak with Zephyr. Zephyr. I probably should let the AI just do whatever it wants, but she's not using the dart thing, and I want her to do that. Enemies take forever to kill. The poison's probably shit. Hello.
All right, everyone. It's time. Remember, eyes on the prize. We're after Balseph. Nothing else. Cut off the head, and the snake perishes. Hit them head on, however. And we won't make it through the castle gates, let alone reach Balseph himself. Luckily, we have an ace up our sleeve.
That's
We
neat.
need to do everything in our power to make sure that ace reaches Balseph's jugular. To that end, I'll be splitting us up into separate forces.
You just said all of us hitting them head-on would be useless. Why would we divide ourselves up?
'Cause we're the decoys. We'll buy our ace in the hole the time they need to get in. We only need to cause enough of a ruckus around the castle to distract the enemy. That said, we need to look like the real deal, which is why I'll be tagging along too.
You too, Zephyr? So, who's going to take on Balseph?
The Iron Mask. I'm counting on you and Shion to make your way to wherever Balseph's hiding. Once there, you drive that flaming sword right through him.
Sounds good to me.
You aren't seriously sending in just those two, are you? One of them's a Renin.
No one said the plan was perfect. By far, the biggest danger is the one you two will be facing. The fate of this quest rests entirely in your hands, which is why you get the final say. You want out, now's the time to say so.
And if we say no?
Then you say no. Just means we're back to square one, that's all.
And I go back to being a slave.
It's your life.
No, it isn't.
Ball's in your court, soldier. What do you say?
I want to fight.
But for what? What are you fighting for?
Home.
To free the Danans from the yoke of their abusive oppressors. To no longer die at the whim of another. To break the shackles of our enslavers. To live and taste freedom!
Now you're talking. I believe we have our ace in the hole, people. Hold on to that belief, and we just might break through that wall yet. And what about you?
I was born ready. Now can we get this show on the road?
There's a gate on your right once you leave here. Go through it and ride the elevator you'll find. I'll send ahead a few friendly faces to keep watch on your way. If you get into any trouble, look to them for support. We all clear? Good. May this battle herald the end of the Renan's bloody 3-century reign. To your battle stations, everyone.
I'm not even level 10 yet. One small step for Dana. Hoo-hoo. It's an owl. I heard that earlier and I thought it was Mario, but it's an owl. Where are you at? I know you're here somewhere. We'll talk in a second. Hoo-hoo. I don't know what you have, but I want it. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Is it bunny ears? Rabbit ears. Added to the
I'm
collection.
surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Alrighty, let's have a chat.
I still can't believe this is happening. We're really about to face off against a Renan Lord.
Well, you're in pretty high spirits for a guy going into a life and death battle.
I'm not saying I'm not worried. But you have to remember, this is the first time any of us Danans have really had any hope. What about you? Are you scared at all?
I don't have time to be scared. This is only the first step in a long, long plan of mine.
You want to take down all 5 lords, right? It's hard to believe it'll ever happen.
But it will.
I know. I haven't forgotten our deal.
See that you don't. That said, if we lose, we might suffer a fate worse than death, you know.
That's probably true. But instead of worrying about it, wouldn't it be a better use of our time to figure out ways to avoid that and not lose?
I suppose.
Whatever happens, I'll put everything I have into winning. You can count on that.
Just don't lose, forehead. Duh. Really? Visible walls everywhere. So we actually saw this elevator, but before we do that... Oh, I have full CP. Should I eat? No, we're fully healed. Ah, screw eating. Who needs to eat? The Lord of Calaglia, Balseph.
Balseph's castle should be just above us.
All right.
Balseph. What was this?
Let's use that elevator thing.
Elevator thing. You sound so sophisticated. Hi. The elevator will take you to the castle. I thought about going to try and take the Mantis on again, but the Mantis still has 251,000 hit points. 251,000 hit points. So we'll be back later, you know? Well,
Zephyr and the Crimson Crows are supposed to be distracting the Renans from the front.
Then let's go around and sneak in elsewhere.
around and around we go.
From the Crimson Crows! Ho, 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 ho.
You have a deep voice. Ho, 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 ho. Dog ears.
I hope he's gonna be okay.
Is now really the time to be worrying about him? We've still got a job to do.
Music is so loud. Hey, here's a joke. What's the difference between Santa Claus... I can't remember his name. Oh no. And Tiger Woods? Santa Claus stopped at 3 hoes. Ho, ho, ho.
Gates of Fire sure look intimidating once you see them up close.
Good joke.
We can't say this place is truly liberated until we do something about them.
What are you muttering about? Stay focused. We still have to take down Balseph.
Focus. So am I not supposed to contribute to this? No, I'm not. Okay. I thought I'd check. Meanwhile, I'm still looting. There's dramatic music going on, and, you know,
What's this thing?
the life of people hang in the balance. But that doesn't mean I can stop looting. There was an owl with Shiba Inu ears. There must be an owl with something else. Maybe a rabbit tail. Ooh, that would be cool. I don't know who would use a rabbit tail. I have the superior cat tail, of course. I'd like it to be a little fluffier, like a fox tail. That would be good. I guess I'm just gonna keep running. Mikwa? Is that where I'm supposed to go? Hi. No, it's not. Which means it's where I'm going. Hello? It's locked. Oh. At least it wasn't door doesn't open from this side.
We should be getting close to the service entrance.
Good. Let's get in there and kick their asses.
Sounds good to me. He's pointing.
Is this someone's idea of a bridge?
Looks like it. Don't fall or this will be a pretty short story.
I mean, it's already 5 episodes, so it wouldn't be that short. Into the... Is this the service entrance? Is that what they said it was? The Glanamede Castle. Alright. We're off to find Lord Balseph.
It's already started. We need to hurry.
Hold on.
What?
You should take the blazing sword.
Ooh.
Sure?
Yeah. We don't know what might happen up ahead. It's better to have it and be ready than to be caught in a fight without it.
It's time for Guilty Crown. Yes, put the hand on the back for support. Well, my gloves are going to be fused with my skin.
The flames.
I took the liberty of cutting the flow of energy from the Master Core. I may be giving you the sword, but you still need me to unleash its power. Try not to forget that.
But you still need me. Wouldn't that really hurt if you put it... Oh, yeah, you can't feel pain. That's right. The Blazing Sword Emblem. Okay. Infernal Torrent. A sweeping blaze sword attack that burns the area around an enemy to a crisp. Inflicts self-damage when used. Oh, that's great. I just spent SP, too. Increase the amount of damage dealt to enemies when they have been downed. Speeds up the Flaming Edge charge time. The amount of HP consumed while charging remains unchanged. Allows the Flaming Edge to be charged in exchange for greater damage dealt, but also at the cost of more HP. And charges the enemy with the blazing sword in hand, becoming a Phoenix Incarnate. Burning Wave initiates a searing swing attack that burns Iron Mask's own body, able to down almost any enemy, and has a wide range and gains additional strength as more HP is sacrificed. At Thorn's length.
Where the hell is Balseph? If we don't hurry up and find him...
You're too close. Try to stay farther apart.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Was I really that close?
I guess I'm just not used to standing right next to people.
You mean because of your thorns? You're a surprisingly nice person.
That's
What?
the dare.
You don't think so? I mean, you just made sure your thorns wouldn't...
You can keep your opinions to yourself. You don't know the first thing about me.
I'm not saying I know everything about you. Sheesh. No need to bite my head off.
You just can't take a hint, can you?
What?
Nani?
I'm sorry. You're right. I don't know what sorts of hardships you've been through. After all, what could I possibly know about pain?
The guilt. Stab her with it.
I know you didn't mean anything bad by what you said. The throne room is up on the next floor. That's probably where we'll find Balseph.
1 second. We have been joined by Tinker, also known as the Little Shit.
Hey,
What?
if there's something you want to say, just come out and say it.
Huh?
I hate when I feel like people are laughing at me on the inside. Especially someone like you where I can't read your expression.
What? Why would I laugh at you? What are you talking about?
My outfit. As soon as you saw me in those ruins, you wanted to say something, didn't you?
Oh, it's not that. It's just
Just what?
You look good.
nothing.
You're a truly awful person. You know that?
An awful... Hey, you're the one jumping to conclusions about what I think. You're not one to talk.
Then prove me wrong and tell me what you were really thinking.
It wasn't anything mean about you, I promise.
I don't believe that for a second.
And it doesn't matter what the hell I tell you. You'll always doubt me.
I get... That didn't need to be a fight, guys. That could have just been a very simple, wholesome moment of you look good. Are you telling me there are soldiers inside
Just a
too?
minute.
Luckily for us, he hasn't realized we're here yet. Time to put that sword of yours to good use. Let's move. Tutorial time. Iron Mask's perk. Iron Mask can sacrifice HP to use a Flaming Edge, a strong, wide-reaching blazing sword attack. To do so, hold triangle, square, or X, which will trigger a Flaming Edge after he performs the corresponding art. Flaming Edge costs no AG to use. Flaming Edge moves have the added bonus of dealing extra damage to downed enemies. Plus, after learning a certain skill, you continue to hold the button down longer, letting you exchange more of Iron Mask's HP for more power. Okay.
What are you?
Time to see what this blazing sword can
Press and
truly
hold
do.
the button assigned to Swallow Blade.
Swallow blade! Infernal Torrent!
Okay.
Take it. It's over.
So is it
Infernal Torrent!
different?
Take it.
Demon Fang! Try harder!
There.
Try this.
One more.
Infernal Torrent!
Okay. Uh-huh. Boost strikes are one-hit kill attacks performed in tandem with other allies. When you see the word strike on an enemy, press D-pad to use one immediately. Boost strikes occur more frequently with lower enemy HP and higher combo counters.
Swallow blade!
Finish the enemy with the boost strike as you continually attack on low health.
You're finished! Demon Fang!
I don't know what I'm doing.
Rising Wave!
Okay.
It's over! Go to hell! You're mine!
Do I need to boost first?
Strike! Rising Wyvern!
I haven't seen... Oh, wait, hold on. Look at this. It's in the middle.
Strike! Mirage!
Wait, what?
I'm only getting started.
It's over!
It keeps resetting.
Take it.
Mirage!
Why is it resetting?
Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I see.
Amazing!
It's amazing just how powerful the blazing sword really is. It is a good thing we took them out before they caused any trouble, but now we have another problem. Yeah, the Wall of Flames. You think this is Balsep's doing? Probably. Looks like they're meant to keep people like us out. Should we try running through them?
Hey.
But don't be stupid, just because you can't feel pain doesn't mean you won't be burnt to a crisp. Well, what do you propose then? I can tell that these flames are definitely made of fire astral energy. I'm thinking we use my Master Core to see if we can interfere with it and then absorb it with the blazing sword. So basically, you want me to try using the blazing sword on it? Sure, I can do that. Sure, why not?
We won.
What's the but for? We won. 8 CP. Wow, okay. That was...
Wow.
That actually worked.
Sure.
See, what did I tell you? That took a lot more out of me than I was expecting, though. Maybe we can save that trick for when we really need it.
We can cross through now.
Good.
So, like, all the
We're
time.
pressed for time.
We're pressed for time, so don't fight this. She's out of her mind if she thinks I'm not going to fight that. You know, I know, she knows that I'm fighting this. And anyone who doesn't is out of their minds. Gentlemen! One wolf in 3.
Dispose of the trash. Here, let
Okay,
me help.
that hurt a little bit. Shion's almost dead, though. What did I just do?
Where are you going?
Ow.
Hear me, flame
Ow.
fury.
Ow.
Here, let me help. First aid.
Okay, that hurt. I got, like, locked on the ground. I'm blocked again on the ground. Get up!
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Okay. I don't like being locked. Being locked is really depressing.
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, Shion, you were in the way.
Here I go. I'm only getting
Oh, look at that.
started.
I'm sorry, Shion. You have been my sacrificial pawn. Why does my character... I'm gonna turn on friggin' semi-auto, aren't I? I think I am.
I'm only getting
Even though I don't want to.
and again.
Try this.
Here.
Boom.
First
That's
aid.
quite a lot of damage.
Rising wyvern.
Sight.
We only have 100 CP.
Primed and ready. Here's a healing art. First aid.
This one's all mine.
Take it. Mine. There. And again.
Get up. I'm the Stardust you.
Go. This
Now you're
ends
dead.
now.
Consider yourself finished.
Stardust's really good for this. Alright. I'm wounded.
We won.
I'm gonna turn on that mode. Because I'm complaining about it now. We'll see how this works. If I can remember how I did it. Here we go. I did it. So I'm gonna go back to semi-auto and we'll see how I feel with this. This could be great and this could be terrible.
Let's dispose of the trash. Go. It's over.
Okay, that helps a lot with trying to hit abilities.
Here I go. I'm only getting
You're
started.
finished.
Yeah, okay.
Flame of fury. Burning
Take this.
strike.
I don't like that I like run at the enemies when I press a button, but it helps with the aiming of
Let's
stuff.
keep our eyes on the prize.
So we'll keep using semi-auto for a little bit, which is like how the game starts. And go from there. We'll go from there. There's an elevator. Nope. What? Why is the elevator stuck? Dot dot dot. Seems like there's a specific key to go up there. Let's look around for one. We might find it lying around here somewhere on the upper floors. Okay. They sealed the elevator. Wow. Genius. Ooh, could have seen that coming.
Looks like there's still some soldiers inside the castle.
It's still less than it would usually be. The diversion must be working.
I'm still going to murder everything.
No choice. Take this.
Take it.
Go, please.
Sighted.
Wow, that is so much damage. Missed.
Hear me.
I kind of didn't miss.
Escape.
Burning
Swallow blade.
Okay, well. Didn't I turn off? No, I turned off
Keep our
Magna, right?
eyes on the prize.
Scrap meat. Alright, well, I'm doing this. 16 CP? Game. Game. This better be good. Think I'm made of CP? I'm not. Ooh. Bone fragment armor. Armor made by combining together animal and Zoogle bones. Number of small bones used or simple affords
That equipment should come in handy.
it little protection. Let's see. Wait. I don't... This is my DLC armor. Oh, it doesn't change all the armor types. That's depressing.
Having second thoughts?
No, I was just thinking about the blazing sword. Whenever I hold it, I feel wrong somehow.
Huh?
Is relying on a sword from a Renin Master Core that repulsive?
It's not about that. It's just... It's hard to explain. It's like the sword is almost too strong.
I don't know what's got you so worried, but in case you forgot, that sword is the only reason we have a fighting chance against a lord.
I know. You don't need to keep telling me.
Well, good. That said, the longer you use it, the more you get burned by it too. We need to remember to patch you up quickly when that happens. A double-edged sword in every sense. Since you can't feel pain, you'll need to be careful, okay?
Are you actually worried about me?
Yes.
Is that a problem? Look, I need you if I'm going to take out the lords, and I can't have you dying on me before that happens. That's my only concern.
Tsundere. Her Tsundere is showing. Well, a lot of these combats are things we've done before, so I'll just murder my way through and show you the exciting parts. 16 CP again. I'm gonna run out of all my CP just by opening these stupid doors. The Warrior Emblem. An emblem that raises attack. An indispensable asset. It is true. I need this. So can I have 2 of these equipped? No. So I have to choose between 30% penetration and 15 attack. Alright, I'll give this to you. You can have some attack. There you go. I wonder if that will affect her her arts. Or if that's a different stat altogether.
Gotta break through.
Well, I'm gonna keep farming. Okay, maybe I'm not.
Rising Wyvern. You're finished.
Here I go. You're mine. I never miss.
You just missed.
Here I go. You're mine. Here I go. It's over.
Burn in hell.
That was nice.
I'm only the insects should stay on the ground.
These stupid bugs can't haunt me forever anymore. My combo ability, or boost ability, whatever it's called, has become very good. Very good.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Should have gotten this sword sooner, honestly. Much sooner. So where are we off to now? Question mark, question mark. I think I have 2 gels left to recover CP.
What's going on over there?
Are those armed soldiers ganging up on a kid?
They're attacking him. We have to save him.
And we shall. I don't know why everything became so loud. You were aiding the rebels, weren't you? Damned embedded. Stop right there. Hey, it's you. Perfect. If I capture you, that should turn our Lord's mood right around.
You will kneel before
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
I don't want to get hit by the backhand again. That has happened one too many times.
There. One more.
Remember that they have a backhand.
Rising Wyvern. No escape.
You're
I
mine.
can't believe how much more convenient the auto mode is.
You're mine.
Well,
Rising Wyvern.
I used the ability to dodge the attack, and it ended up just missing.
Chill.
This
My turn.
ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Boom. That doesn't hurt me, does it? It's a very cool finisher. Hi, kid.
Are you okay? What were you even doing here?
Working, most likely. Danan's slaves that can't handle manual labor outdoors are put to work in the castles as servants. I'm surprised you didn't know.
The soldiers got really mad all of a sudden and everyone ran away. I was the only one that got caught.
And it's good that we found you, but it's still not safe here. You need to get out of here before any more soldiers find you. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for saving me. Oh, here! You can have this!
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry. I only wanted to to...
It's not your fault, kid. Don't sweat it. Can I take it instead?
Sure! It's the key to the elevator here. Will it help you guys at all?
Yes!
Definitely. Thanks, kid. Now get going. And be careful on your way out.
What an adorable plot to I mean, kid. Kid. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a kid.
So, not too happy about a slave touching you, huh?
Wow.
This isn't the time. We should keep moving.
You know why she didn't want him to touch her. Stop being a dick. You know, for an elevator key, this oh dear. This elevator key, this thing sure looks weirdly intricate. Why do Renans feel like they have to decorate everything? We don't decorate everything. My guess is that this key is somehow special. Special? How? Just an elevator key, isn't it? Maybe it works in a particular elevator, like, oh, I don't know, one that leads to wherever Balsef's lurking. If that's the case, then that kid really did us a solid. Alright, we should find the elevator it goes to and see where it takes us. Wow, I got another skill thing. Thorny woman. Fires out a powerful bomb. Lunar Blast kicks an enemy in the air and then shoots them. Increased mid-air damage. Also applies to floating enemies. Oh, so flying things. Each time an enemy disrupts arts that are being cast and increases maximum AG. I think I want that? I don't know, I'm going to keep hoarding points with her. She owns perk. If you hold the button to throw a bomb, you'll fire special ammo at a bomb after releasing it, making it detonate more strongly. Special ammo, shown to the right of AG, can be reloaded with R1 when at 0, or by pressing L2 and R1 at any time. Okay, that's great. I wish I could play as Shion. Why is that X'd? Renin values.
This place looks damn near the same on the outside as it does on the inside. Nothing but fire and rocks. I figured a Renin castle would at least be a little more elegant. Instead, it seems this one was very dedicated to a theme.
Is that your idea of a joke? Don't lump the rest of us in with someone like Balseph.
Then why's his place look so grungy?
I guess you could say that's just the majority of what he's into. He likes fire and he likes rocks. He's an egotistical brute without a single shred of class. He even makes everyone call him by his stupid nickname, the Wild Beast. I feel sorry for everyone who's stuck having to work beneath him.
Huh. Interesting.
Why?
I used to think all Renans were like him. Terrible people obsessed with their own superiority, who are only out to make us miserable. But now, listening to you talk makes me realize that maybe there are some good ones too. Maybe there are a few of you that are different.
Listen, I don't know what kind of Renin you think I am, but I have no intention of getting friendly with you. We clear?
Crystal, believe me, I wasn't about to suggest we go hang out and have a drink after this, that's for sure.
Wow, fucking rude. Can't we all just be friends and get along? But, we'll have to see if that's possible next time. I know that we're in a bit of a dramatic scene, but this is where we'll end for today, so thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, a comment, whatever. You know, all the YouTube shenanigans. We'll be back with our Molten Sword next time. I think I'll be able to kill the Mantis after this. Maybe, who knows. My damage is really good, but I still will die in one hit. Oh, I want to kill it so bad.